Hey guys, I had a video film for today. It was the look that I was wearing in my Styli-Style review of their new eyeshadow pencils, and apparently I deleted it. Because apparently I'm an idiot. I don't understand. So it's Wednesday morning. I'm going into work an hour and a half early today, so I was already a little bit stressed about time, which is stupid. I don't go into work until the afternoon, but whatever. So I'm going to film, and then I'm going to edit, and then I'm going to upload all before I go to work. So wish me luck. Hopefully this gets up on time. Yeah. I'm going to start with the BareMinerals Blemish Remedy Mattifying Prep Gel. As I said in my haul of this, it is a lot more liquidy than I expected it to be. Hopefully you can see it's kind of sliding around my hand. I expected it to be a pore-filling primer, but it's not. It's a mattifying gel, which I guess makes sense considering the name of the product. For foundation today, I'm going to use the L'Oreal True Match Lumi, which I just recently picked up. I got it in the shade W12, even though I'm not warm toned, but it looks like it was the lightest shade. So I'm going to put about a pump and a half of that on this little mixing palette. And then to help neutralize some of that warmness, I'm going to put a drop or two of the CoverFX Custom Cover Drops in shade In10, so the neutral shade, so it will help even out that yellowness a little bit. Just going to mix them together. Get started. This is the Urban Decay Optical Blurring Brush, the Good Karma, is that in the name? For concealer, I'm going to use the Lancome Undereye Concealer. I just pop some of that on my finger. I'll split it between my two fingers, and then start tapping it on. I'm just going to take a little bit of the Secret Under Eye Powder, Secret Brightening Powder, whatever. Just tap that on. A couple things about this powder. I'm very annoyed that there's no sifter. Like, there's a sifter, but there's no way to stop it, so it's just always going to come out, so it's completely, like, covered in powder already, and I've had it for, like, 3 days, which is ridiculous. 2 days, which is even more ridiculous. It doesn't completely stop my under eye from creasing, but I have to admit, I don't think I've ever not had a concealer crease at least a little bit. I have a couple fine lines right in here where everyone has fine lines. It's not like I'm worried about them, but they do exist. I will admit that. As human beings, our skin creases. So my concealer always gets just a little bit creasy right around this area right here. This does make it a little bit better, but it doesn't completely get rid of it. And yes, my mug is an octopus. I got it on Amazon. I can give you the link if you want it. He's amazing. I'm going to put on a little bit of the Too Faced Shadow Insurance Eye Primer. I recently got the Urban Decay Brow Beater, the pencil, and I also got their setting gel. I got those in my gratis haul, which I can link below if you haven't seen that. And I did have someone request to see these in use, so that's what I'm going to use today. The pencil I have in the shade Warm Brown. I'm going to use the spoolie on this side. Can I just talk about for 1 second, why is this eyebrow so much better naturally than this eyebrow? If you have naturally full eyebrows, it's that easy. Then we're going to go in with the Brow Tamer. This is in the shade Tinted Warm Brown. So I have used these a few times. Here is my quick review. The pencil I really like. It's really soft. It goes on very easily. I don't have to like fight it to get any color out. And then it does stay pretty well throughout the day. So if you can get this in the right color, this is not. If you can get it in the right color, it would look great. I really like it. I'm a fan. I haven't worked out the price per ounce, so I don't know if it's actually a good buy, but product-wise, it's very solid. And by solid, I don't mean hard, I mean excellent. And then the Brow Tamer, I think, is better as a tinted brow gel than it is as a brow gel, if that emphasis makes sense. I don't feel like it sets my brows into place and they're never going to move again. They're going to stay perfect all day. I do sometimes still get a few unruly hairs, but it does definitely add some color. So if this were, again, in a cooler shade, I bet they have a taupe or something that would be really good. But if I had this in a cooler shade, then this would be what I would wear on a day when I don't want to deal with my brows. I just want to brush some gel through them and be done. Moving on to eyes, in my review of the Styli-Style Colorlock, this is the one that I was wearing, and this is the look that I was planning on doing for you. So this is the one I'm going to use again today so you can see how they work. So you can see the color payoff is really good right off the bat. I'm just going to put this all over my lid up to my crease. I'm just going to use a finger to blend out the edges. So on a really lazy day, that would be all I would do. I could just walk out the door. I do have to wear a primer under these, so that's why I still put on the primer. If you have less oily lids, so if you have drier lids, this should work fine on its own, but it does crease just a little bit on me. Again, I don't think I've ever had a cream shadow not crease on me, so that's not unusual. It doesn't bother me at all. This I'm going to use a brush to blend it out, just so you can see how it does with that. This brush is from the Sonia Kashuk 15th anniversary set from, summer of 2014. So pretty similar on both sides. I think my finger probably gets rid of a little bit more color than the brush does because I have to kind of go over the whole area. So I'm going to put just a little bit more on this side to build up that opacity so they match again, but it definitely works well with both. For the eyeshadow today, I'm going to use my Naked 2 palette, which unfortunately, do you see that? Do you see it? Do you see it? I opened it up this morning and that had fallen out, so I guess I'll just be careful with it. But that is actually one of my favorite shades, Tease. I love Tease. It's beautiful. Taking my Sephora Pro Crease Brush, number 27, I'm actually going to take that same shade, the Tease shade, which is a matte, cool toned brown, and I'm just going to throw that into my socket. I'm going to use this mirror because it's already in my hand. It's a pretty good tonal match for the Mudslide shade of the Styli-Style. Hopefully you can tell that. They definitely go together. Except that Mudslide has some shimmer in it and Tease is matte. And then to blend that out, I'm going to take Foxy, which is a lighter yellow matte shade. It's a little more yellow than I would probably prefer, but it's the only light matte shade in here. It's my biggest beef with the Naked palettes. I wish they had more matte shades. That's actually what made me think about getting the Naked Smoky, which I did not. This is the only full-size Naked palette I own. I thought briefly about getting Naked Smoky just because it has, 4 matte shades in it? Apparently 4 is impressive. It shouldn't be. And then across the mobile lid, I'm going to take You Don't Know, which is maybe my favorite shade of all time. Just in general, I love this color. And I'm going to take that on a flat shader brush. This is a Sigma Eye Shading E55. Next, I'm going to take Booty Call, which is this light shimmery shade, and I'm going to use that just to lighten up the inner third of my eye, just a little bit. Then I'm going to take that same shade up under my brow bone. That is the eye look done. Now I'm going to go ahead and put on eyeliner. This is not a mirror. That is a mixing palette, not a mirror. Mirror! Okay. I'm going to use the Kat Von D tattoo liner. There is zero surprise here. If you have ever watched me do my makeup before, you know how much I love this thing. I'm going to start by keeping it as close to the roots as I can. Then I can build out from there. I'm going to make sure that I'm all the way down to the corner. And then I'm going to just draw that flick and connect it in. I know people on YouTube make that look so easy, but I've done that probably 300 times by now. Hundreds of times to make it be that easy, and it's still not always that easy. So practice, 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 practice. Okay, while I'm waiting for that liner to dry, I'm going to go ahead and finish my skin. First, I'm going to take this large duo fiber, I almost said duochrome, duo fiber stippling brush and just get rid of any fallout because there is just a little bit right here on the tops of my cheekbones. Now I'm going to go in with the Laura Mercier Smooth Focus Press Setting Powder Shine Control because this Lumi foundation, while it looks great right now, in 2 or 3 hours gets just a little more shiny than I probably want it to. And since I'm filming this morning and then I have to go to work this afternoon, I don't want it to get too shiny. And just tap that all over the T-zone. Next, I'm going to go in with blush. This is the Sephora Collection Colorful Blush number 05, Sweet on You, which, again, I got in gratis. And this color I really like. It has just a little of a golden sheen. I was swatching a couple blushes on my hands earlier, trying to decide what to use. And this one is a Makeup Geek blush. I want to say Bliss. I'm not sure, but I want to say Bliss. And this one is Sweet on You. And Sweet on You, they're very similar, you can tell. But up close, Sweet on You has just a little bit of a golden sheen. I really like it. Again, this is from the Sonia Kashuk 15th anniversary brush set. Why did I sing that? Then I'm going to take the Sephora Collection Colorful Blush in 26 Tranquil, which is the contouring shade, and their contouring brush, number 79. Just take that on the very tip, and then right where my contour is naturally where that shadow falls. And then just back and forth and back and forth and back and forth and back. How many times have you watched people on YouTube do contour at this point, though? And then I didn't get out a highlight. What am I using for highlight today? Crap, y'all. Crap, 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 crap. I'm going to take a little bit of Booty Call, just on the very tip of this brush. That's pretty, actually. It's pretty subtle, so I don't know if you can see it, but I like it a lot. As long as I don't get Chopper in there. Come on. I don't need rose gold glitter, although maybe I do. There you go, saving you one product at a time. And actually, if you really are trying to travel light, that Booty Call just worked really well as a highlight, but Tease is a really beautiful contour color as well. Okay, I'm going to go in and curl my lashes now because my liner is all dry. And today I'm going to use the Maybelline Full and Soft Mascara. I'm wearing contacts, so I can wear false lashes. I got a 4-pack of the Ardell Demi Wispies and immediately lost a pair. Like, seriously, I took them out, I sat them down on my desk, don't know where they are anymore. So that's cool, but that's okay. I bought a 4-pack. Everything's going to be fine. So these are the Demi Wispies. If you have other suggestions that I should buy, please let me know. I'm very interested and very not educated. My lash glue of choice is the Duo, but the Duo that comes with a little applicator like this, because when I use the squeezy tube, you guys, it is the biggest mess. And then everyone always says you have to wait like a minute, is always what everyone says, wait a minute. But if I wait too long, then that's when my inner corners don't stick down. So I have been finding that if I wait as long as I think I do, I've waited too long. And also because I am the worst at lash applications. I bought this little Ardell tool that will hold them for me. I know a lot of people just use tweezers, but I feel like when I use tweezers, I can't figure out where I should be holding it or how I should be holding it. So this just makes more sense to me. So I'm just going to do this. I'm just going to hold my inner corner here for a second, because otherwise it'll come up in about half an hour. And then another thing that I bought to help with my lashes is this lash curler. So it doesn't have any connecting bars on the outside. This is a normal lash curler. It does. So this one, I always have a hard time getting a full lash inside this. And on my own lashes, I usually do the outside and the inside, but it's harder with a full lash to do that. So this way, you can kind of crimp each piece as you go, and it doesn't have to be like all at once. I don't know how better to describe that, but and I'm not really trying to curl my lashes at that point so much as just make sure that they are fully integrated with the actual lash. And time for the other lash. Glue. I hold it by the outer corner. That seems to make more sense for me. Sit that down on the outer part of my eye. And pull in the inner corner. There we go. Then I'm going to go in with this again and just make sure that, and drop it. Then I'm going to go in with this little guy again from Tweezerman and just make sure all those lashes are best friends now. Okay, now I need lipstick. What lipstick should I wear today, guys? I don't know. Yes, I do. I have been wearing this pretty much constantly. This is the one that I did not show you in my last video. This is number 04, Rouge Vermilion. I remember it this time. Someone at work the other day when I was at Sephora, I told someone to wear this, and she was like, I wouldn't have thought to wear red with this look. I was like, it's not red though. Just so you know, this isn't red. I seriously love this shade so much. It's like a kind of a deep rosy shade. And so it's very fall, but it's not too dark to wear on a day-to-day basis. And it goes on super creamy. You can see how shiny it is. It feels so good on the lips. So there you go, guys. That was kind of my get ready for work with me / The rains have finally hit, so I think our warm weather is officially gone and fall has really started to settle into my bones. I'm really sad about it, but that means that I can wear looks like this and feel totally comfortable in them. So it's probably a little bit more than most people would comfortably wear to teach or maybe to work, but I feel like it's pretty. And who cares? It was lovely to hang out with you, and I will see you again on Saturday normally, but this Saturday I have 2 practice recitals and Friendsgiving. So I think I might do a Friendsgiving get ready with me, but it probably won't be up until either Sunday or Wednesday. I'm not really sure, but either way, probably you won't see a video from me until Sunday. Yeah. Okay, so I will see you this weekend either way. Bye, guys.